Sam Bankman-Fried, a prodigious entrepreneur and financial prodigy, rose to prominence in the world of cryptocurrency trading, amassing immense wealth and becoming a symbol of success. His innovative approach, sharp instincts, and relentless drive propelled him to the pinnacle of the industry. However, as his empire grew, so did the risks and controversies. Bankman-Fried's meteoric rise was accompanied by a series of tumultuous events that led to his eventual downfall, revealing the fragility of even the most seemingly invincible empires and serving as a cautionary tale in the volatile world of finance. Born into a rich Jewish family on March 6, 1992, Bankman-Fried's origins can be traced back to Stanford University, where he was born. His parents, Barbara Fried and Joseph Bankman, both held professorships at Stanford Law School, while his aunt Linda P. Fried served as the dean of Columbia University Mailman School of Public Health. Meanwhile, his brother Gabriel Bankman-Fried, formerly a Wall Street trader, took on roles at the nonprofit Guarding Against Pandemics and its associated Political Action Committee. Bankman-Fried's academic journey included attending Canada-USA Math Camp, a summer program for highly skilled mathematics students, followed by high school at Crystal Springs Uplands School in Hillsborough, California. In 2014, he graduated from the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, MIT, earning a bachelor's degree in physics and a minor in mathematics, during which time he resided in a co-educational group house named Epsilon Theta. In the summer of 2013, Bankman-Fried gained experience as an intern at Jane Street Capital, where he traded international ETFs at the proprietary trading firm. Upon graduating from MIT, he returned to Jane Street and worked there in a full-time capacity. However, in September 2017, he departed from Jane Street and relocated to Berkeley. He briefly joined the Center for Effective Altruism as the Director of Development from October to November 2017. In November 2017, Bankman-Fried co-founded Alameda Research, a quantitative trading firm, alongside Tara McAuley, who also came from the Center for Effective Altruism. Bankman-Fried held approximately 90% ownership of Alameda Research as of 2021. Notably, in January 2018, he orchestrated an arbitrage trade, moving substantial amounts of up to $25 million per day, capitalizing on the price disparity of Bitcoin between Japan and the United States. Following his attendance at a cryptocurrency conference in Macau later in 2018, Bankman-Fried relocated to Hong Kong. Few individuals have experienced a more rapid accumulation of wealth in the crypto world than Sam Bankman-Fried, whose net worth of $24.5 billion, as estimated by Forbes, may actually be higher. Bankman-Fried's success can be largely attributed to his co-founding of the FTX exchange in 2019, which has grown into one of the largest cryptocurrency trading platforms globally. Recently, the Bahamas-based exchange achieved a valuation of $32 billion after securing $400 million in funding from prestigious investment firms such as SoftBank, Tiger Global, and Temasek. Its U.S. spin-off alone is valued at $8 billion, surpassing the worth of Twitter, Nasdaq, and Deutsche Bank. Notably, Bankman-Fried, a graduate of MIT with a physics degree, recognized the shortcomings of existing crypto exchanges and, together with his co-founder Gary Wang, believed they could build a superior platform. Despite initial skepticism, FTX gradually attracted customers, with the user base reaching 5 million by the end of 2021 and daily trading volume peaking at an impressive $60 billion in May. FTX's success can be attributed to its exceptional track record of rare crashes and its unique policy of allowing traders to consolidate margin balances into a single account, rather than juggling multiple margin accounts. Traders are also drawn to FTX's specialization in complex crypto derivatives, which enable them to speculate on the future prices of major tokens like Bitcoin and Ethereum. However, as a hub for risky trading, FTX has garnered attention from regulators and lawmakers. Bankman-Fried recently faced questions from Democratic Senator Sherrod Brown, who raised concerns about the potential recklessness of crypto companies profiting from selling Americans a dangerous and risky product. FTX boasts a user base that is split roughly 50-50 between individual and institutional investors, but institutions, including high-frequency trading firms, hedge funds, and family offices, contribute to approximately 80% of the revenue and trading volume. In contrast, Coinbase, the largest U.S. exchange, derives the majority of its revenue from retail traders. Despite the clamor from investors seeking a stake in the exchange, Bankman-Fried feels no pressure to take FTX public, stating that the company is profitable and will make decisions based on what feels right for its future. With around 250 employees, FTX has grown significantly from its humble beginnings, whereas Deutsche Bank, worth $4 billion less than FTX, has over 80,000 employees. In May 2022, it was revealed that Bankman-Fried's majority-owned Emergent Fidelity Technologies Ltd. had acquired 7.6% of Robinhood Markets stock. In a November 2022 affidavit prior to his arrest, Bankman-Fried disclosed that he and FTX co-founder Gary Wang had borrowed over $546 million from Alameda Research to finance Emergent Fidelity Technologies' purchase of Robinhood Markets stock. Furthermore, in September 2022, it was reported that Bankman-Fried's advisors had offered financial assistance, on his behalf, to support Elon Musk's acquisition of Twitter. While discussions took place, no actual investment occurred during Musk's finalization of the Twitter acquisition. Bankman-Fried also made significant investments of over $500 million in venture capital firms, including $200 million in Sequoia Capital, which later removed a previously published profile of Bankman-Fried following the solvency crisis at FTX. In November 2022, Binance CEO Changpeng Zhao took to Twitter to announce that his company planned to sell its holdings of FTT, the token of FTX. This decision came after CoinDesk's report revealed that the majority of Alameda's holdings, the trading firm led by Bankman-Fried, were in FTT. Given the token's low trading volume, it was predicted by Bloomberg and TechCrunch that Binance's sale could have a significant impact on FTT's price. The announcement by Zhao, coupled with the Twitter disputes between Zhao and Bankman-Fried, led to a decline in FTT's price as well as other cryptocurrencies. Just prior to this, Zhao had criticized Bankman-Fried's lobbying efforts. On November 8, Zhao made another announcement, stating that Binance had entered a non-binding agreement to acquire FTX due to a liquidity crisis at the latter. However, the following day, the Wall Street Journal reported that Binance had decided against acquiring FTX. Binance cited reports of FTX mishandling customer funds and ongoing investigations as the reasons for their withdrawal from the deal. The crisis surrounding FTX and Bankman-Fried continued to escalate, with Bloomberg reporting that the Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, and Commodity Futures Trading Commission, CFTC, were investigating FTX and its connections to Bankman-Fried's other holdings. The situation took a drastic turn on November 11, 2022, when FTX, Alameda Research, and over 130 affiliated legal entities filed for bankruptcy. Anonymous sources revealed that Bankman-Fried had allegedly transferred at least $4 billion from FTX to Alameda Research without disclosing the action to insiders or the public. It was further claimed that these transfers included customer funds and were backed by FTT and shares in Robinhood. Bankman-Fried's resignation as CEO of FTX followed shortly after, with John J. Ray III taking over the position. FTX and its related entities subsequently filed for bankruptcy in Delaware. Bankman-Fried was then interviewed by the Royal Bahamas Police Force, and in a sworn declaration, Ray stated that Alameda Research had lent $1 billion to Bankman-Fried according to the company's records. On December 12, 2022, Sam Bankman-Fried was arrested in the Bahamas and faced extradition to the United States following charges brought by the Southern District of New York. The charges included wire fraud conspiracy, securities fraud conspiracy, and money laundering. The Prime Minister of the Bahamas acknowledged the shared interest between the countries in holding accountable those associated with FTX who may have violated the law. Bankman-Fried could potentially face a maximum sentence of 115 years in prison if convicted on all counts. After being held at Fox Hill Prison, he consented to his extradition and is currently free on a record-setting $250 million bond, under the condition that he resides at his parents' home in California. On January 3, 2023, Bankman-Fried pleaded not guilty to the charges. In February, the judge overseeing the case imposed stricter bail conditions, including prohibiting him from contacting current or former employees of FTX without legal representation. Subsequently, 4 additional criminal charges were announced in February, focusing on Bankman-Fried's alleged involvement in making illegal political donations, and a March 2023 indictment accused him of transferring cryptocurrency to Chinese government officials to unfreeze accounts linked to Alameda Research. The legal proceedings surrounding Bankman-Fried's case continue to unfold as he navigates the charges against him. Larry Fink, chief executive of BlackRock, the world's largest asset manager, said it appeared FTX's collapse was the result of not just mismanagement but bad behavior. Fink hinted that his firm, which had $24 million invested in FTX, may have been given misleading information. Here are some comments Sam Bankman-Fried made during interviews and conferences. "Look, I screwed up. I didn't ever try to commit fraud and was shocked by the collapse of his businesses. I'm deeply sorry about what happened." In another interview, broadcast on Thursday morning, Bankman-Fried told ABC George Stephanopoulos' interview, "I wasn't spending any time or effort trying to manage risk on FTX. I stopped working as hard for a bit. If I had been spending an hour a day thinking about risk management on FTX, I don't think that would have happened. I think I stopped working as hard for a bit, and honestly, if I look back on myself, I think I got a little cocky, I mean, more than a little bit, and I think part of me felt like we'd made it." Asked if he was worried about going to jail, Bankman-Fried said, "There are a lot of things that are worrying me right now. As best as possible, I'm trying to focus on what I can do, going forward, to be helpful, and, let whatever regulatory and legal processes are happening play out as they will." One key question about the collapse is whether FTX's customers' funds were misappropriated and given to FTX's hedge fund Alameda Research. Questioned by New York Times columnist Andrew Ross Sorkin, the 30-year-old appeared to shift blame to Alameda. "I didn't knowingly commingle funds," he said. "I was frankly surprised by how big Alameda's position was. Look, I wasn't running Alameda, and I didn't know exactly what was going on, and the size of their position." Alameda's chief executive, Caroline Ellison, had reportedly been in a relationship with Bankman-Fried. "Look, I've had a bad month. This is not great," he told the audience, to laughter. What matters here is all the customers and stakeholders that got hurt and to help them out. What happens to me is not the important part. His appearance at the DealBook Summit came after he gave a series of discursive and sometimes nonsensical explanations for the circumstances of FTX's collapse, including blaming poor internal labeling of accounts for the company's $8 billion shortfall in assets. Bankman-Fried was dropped by the leading U.S. law firm Paul, Weiss after lawyers for FTX claimed he was disrupting its bankruptcy reorganization efforts through incessant and disruptive tweeting. Bankman-Fried, whose personal fortune was estimated at $26 billion at its peak, said he had about $100,000 to his name. Asked if he had been truthful in the interview, he said, "I was as truthful as I'm knowledgeable to be." On June 15, 2023, federal prosecutors requested the removal of 5 charges against Sam Bankman-Fried, the alleged crypto fraudster, including the bribery of a foreign government official. This move came after a ruling by a Bahamas court raised concerns about the correct procedure for bringing these charges against the former billionaire. Bankman-Fried's legal team had argued that these charges were not part of the original indictment under which he was extradited from the Bahamas. In response to a Bahamian judge agreeing to review the arguments, federal prosecutors made the request for severing the charges, postponing them until 2024. This allows the government time to address extradition treaty conditions and concerns from the Bahamas government. Bankman-Fried's legal battles will now likely involve 2 separate trials, one later this year for the original 8-count indictment and another in 2024 for the 5 charges being severed. U.S. Attorney Damian Williams is prosecuting Bankman-Fried, who has pleaded not guilty and is expected to stand trial later this year. The tale of Sam Bankman-Fried and FTX is a cautionary tale of the potential and pitfalls of the crypto world. Their story of success followed by collapse is a testament to the volatility and uncertainty that continues to characterize cryptocurrencies. Yet, it also serves as a reminder of the immense possibilities that lie within this new financial frontier and the potential for those with vision and innovation to leave their mark, whether for better or worse. Thank you for watching this video. If you found this enjoyable, kindly consider liking and subscribing.